How to factor perfect square trinomials. Factor the polynomial completely. We have 9x squared minus 12xy plus 4y squared. As always, we want to check to see whether there's a GCF we can factor out. Taking a look at our three terms here, it doesn't look like we have a common factor. So then we're going to move on to the next step. Now we do have a trinomial here, and we could try any of our other trinomial strategies. But one strategy or one technique to use in special situations is this one here. We want to see whether the polynomial can be rewritten in this form. A squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. In other words, could we rewrite this as some expression to the second power? We have a minus sign, so we'll keep that minus. 2 times a product of two factors plus some expression to the second power. Now, these aren't just any expressions. This first one will have to match this second expression, and the last two will have to match. So 9x squared, can that be rewritten as something to the second power? Well, x squared, that's kind of given. That's just x to the second power. 9, well, that is 3 to the second power. So we could consider our a to be 3x. Well, if it's 3x here, it would have to be 3x here. Now let's try to figure out what our b is. Our b comes from the last term. Well, y to the second power is y to the second power, so that's kind of given there. And 2 to the second power is 4, so that works out as well. Meaning our b term is 2y. Now it's kind of easy to move on to the next step from here, but you always want to check to see if that middle expression works out. Negative 2 times 3x times 2y. Is that going to equal the middle term in the given polynomial? Well, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, times 2, that is negative 12, and then we have xy. So negative 12xy. It checks out. Since it can be rewritten in the form that we want it, it is a perfect square trinomial, meaning it could factor to a plus or minus b to the second power. Now it's going to be plus if we had a plus in the between the first two terms, and it's going to be a minus if we had a minus between the first two terms. Since we had a minus, our polynomial 9x squared minus 12xy plus 4y squared will factor to a minus b. Our a is 3x minus b, 2y squared. And that is all.